All right, welcome to this explainer. Today, we are serving up a bit of an academic roast. We're going to hype up Karl Marx, basically history's ultimate heavyweight challenger to mainstream economics, and see if his world-changing ideas actually hold up in the real world, or if they just, look really good on paper.
Okay, let's just dive right in with one of history's most famously provocative quotes to set the mood. Religion is the opium of the masses. You've absolutely heard this one before. Marx didn't pull his punches, did he? He honestly believed that the systems all around us were literally designed to keep us sedated and totally distracted from the completely harsh reality of our economic lives. Which brings us to the big, overarching question for today's explainer. Was Marx this visionary economic prophet who saw the matrix for what it really was? Or was he essentially just writing a really long, incredibly abstract sci-fi novel? We're going to dissect his worldview piece by piece, and then watch how modern history basically yanked the rug right out from under it. Section 1. Meet the Bearded God. So, if the world of economics was a cinematic universe, this bearded guy is the brooding, ultimate rival to Adam Smith. He looked at the entire span of human history and concluded, yep, it's all just a brutal, relentless struggle between the oppressor and the oppressed. No peaceful handshakes here, just pure, unadulterated conflict. It's the ultimate showdown. In the red corner, you've got the bourgeoisie, the capitalists who own the factories, the land, the machines, the whole shebang. And in the blue corner, the proletariat, the working class, who own absolutely nothing but their own ability to sweat. It is quite literally the owners versus the sweaters.
Section 2. The Capitalist Pyramid Scheme.
Now, how exactly did Marx visualize this completely rigged game? Just look at this absolutely absurd hierarchy. At the very top, the political elites rule you. Below them, the clergy fool you. Then the military shoots at you. Next, the wealthy sit at this lavish banquet table and literally eat for you. And right down there at the very bottom, the workers, just carrying the weight of this entire bizarre dinner party on their backs. You might be wondering, well, why doesn't the bottom tier just walk away? To understand that, we gotta look at Marx's concept of labor power. See, Marx believed human beings have this fundamental, almost magical ability to use our imagination and physical effort to change our surroundings. But capitalism, it totally hijacks that magic and turns it into a cheap commodity that just gets bought and sold. So here is the incredibly grim reality checklist for the workers stuck at the bottom. According to Marx, the system guarantees you work until you absolutely drop, you become a total slave to your wages, your mind degrades from doing the exact same thing every day, and you become completely alienated from the very wealth you spend your entire life building. Sounds like a really fun deal, right? Section 3. Labor, Alienation, and Revolution. But hey, Marx didn't just want to leave a bad Yelp review for capitalism. He predicted an explosive breaking point. It's a 3-step master plan. Step 1, absolute misery. Step 2, the workers finally snap and launch a massive, violent revolution. And Step 3, the dust settles and we magically arrive at a utopian communist society with zero private property. Boom, problem solved, right? Section 4, Reality Check, the Missing State. All right, time for the actual roast. The entire foundation of Marx's argument rests on the labor theory of value, this idea that a product's value comes strictly from the sweat put into it. But as modern economists love to gleefully point out, there was a tiny problem. The math simply didn't work out in the real world, at all. Marx basically built his giant economic model in a total vacuum. He based his whole vision on this highly abstract, idealized version of 1850s England. And in doing so, he completely missed a few, minor details, like central banks, interest rates, inflation. Oh, and the fact that governments might actually step in and intervene to stop the economy from totally imploding. Just minor oversights, really. Because he completely missed the role of the state, his grand prediction of one single bloody revolution didn't exactly pan out. Instead, political interests fractured. Society actually adapted. We got social democracy, modern state theory, welfare systems. The pressure valve was basically released without having to burn the entire factory down. Section 5. Capitalism Strikes Back. So what actually happened when that pyramid was supposed to come crashing down? Well, history shows capitalism is incredibly stubbornly resilient. It adapted, it reformed, and it found completely new ways to sustain itself. If Marxism was the theoretical heavyweight, capitalism turned out to be the ultimate escape artist. It's constantly evolving and honestly, practically impossible to get rid of. Section 6. Is Marxism dead today? So, if his economic math was totally flawed, Why are we still constantly talking about him on Reddit and in university film classes? Well, because Marx's theory of class struggle is basically the absolute best plot device ever created. The oppressor versus the oppressed in movies like Snowpiercer or Ants. I mean, come on, it is pure cinematic gold. And get this is the ultimate hilarious irony. Marx warned us that the ruling class controls all cultural production, the media, the art, the internet. And honestly, he was right. But the absolute joke is on him, because today, his radical, anti-capitalist revolutionary ideas are literally packaged, marketed, and sold right back to us at a premium by giant multi-billion-dollar Hollywood movie studios.
Which leaves us with one final, slightly cheeky question to wrap things up. I'm going to leave you with this provocative thought to debate in your own circles. Did capitalism actually win because it's genuinely a more resilient, adaptable system? Or is that exactly what the giant capitalist media machine has programmed us to think? Thanks for joining me on this explainer. And hey, keep questioning the pyramid.